Shalom. I want to give all the glory and the praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops, great millstone. Shalom to the whole full elect, which I remember of the Israelites and the Israelite foreigners that don't look like they Israelites, but they are Israelites. Shalom. Now, I'm gonna be going to this precept a little bit, and the precept that I'm gonna be going into is Ecclesiasticus 20 and 38. Chapter 20, verse 28. Ecclesiasticus. And it says, He that tilleth his land shall increase his heap, and he that pleaseth great men shall get pardon for iniquity. All right, now, just for the newcomers, just going to a little bit. Don't know what the word tilleth means. Basically, someone that take care of the land, take care of their land for crops and stuff like that. And for example, like, don't you know when you be outside, you see how the dust off the ground be all hard and dirty. I mean, not hard and dirty, but the ground be all hard and compact. That's because there's no one to till up the ground. Basically, make sure the ground don't be so compact. It stays soft and plush. We don't have people to really till it everywhere. Actually, make sure the ground stay fertile and all that. So what they had to do is they got to constantly dig into the ground, get all the good soil to come up, get rid of all the bad soil and stuff like that, and then get rid of like big stones and stuff like that out the way. Also, a good thing they do is when a person that tilleth land or a tiller, they they also get worms also too, because worms help keep the soil fertile and very fresh also, and also keeps tunnels throughout the soil to help roots grow and for water to seep through the soil properly too. All that. But as long as you tilleth your land, you know your ground gonna stay your soil gonna stay fertile enough so you can plant seeds, plant whatever crops you plant. All right. That's why it says, "He that tilleth his land shall increase his heap." Basically, increase his stock, increase his pile. Whatever you have, that's what a heap is. Basically, a pile of something. So you increase your stock. So, in other words, if you take care of your land, take care of what you're supposed to do with your land, so you can plant your seeds. Eventually, yeah, what you planting is gonna be worth. You're gonna have a lot more than what you thought you wasn't gonna get, or whatever the case may be. In other words, now what the Lord is telling us, the one that constantly examines itself, also taking care of their responsibilities within this truth, following His commandments, you will increase your heat. You will increase your chance to get salvation. You will increase your riches in the kingdom. You'll increase in wisdom. You'll increase in all levels within that you need within the spiritual, within righteousness, all right? Within Yahweh Shah. Okay? As long as you tilleth from your land. Taking care of your stuff, preparing yourself. That's also what tilleth means too. Preparing. You preparing yourself. That's all the tiller do. They prepare their land for crops. And if you want to look at it, Yahweh Shai is like one of the ultimate tillers. Because he preparing us to plant us so we can do what we gotta do. And at the same time, we preparing ourselves, well, the Lord is helping us prepare ourselves for salvation and also for just be living in everlasting immortality. Because this is heat that he's increasing. This is his power, this is his glory that he's increasing also. But right now, though, we need to be paying attention to ourselves too. Constantly preparing ourselves for what's to come. All right. That's the point we want to get this too, because it's like we gotta constantly till ourselves we gotta become tillers ourselves and constantly preparing ourselves and preparing the things that's around us that we had to prepare. Like help preparing his sheep, help preparing our families or whoever we gotta take care of. It's all levels of preparation when you are a tiller. You get what I'm saying? Just figuratively speaking. And also right here it says, "He that pleases great men shall get pardon for iniquity." Now on a small level, think about how many times, all right, work. Let me use work for example. Think how many times you done probably done fucked up on something. You know for a fact that's some type of shit that'll get you fired. But just a simple fact that people, everybody know that you're a good worker, you doing what you're supposed to do, you whatever, all on time, whatever the case may be. They let that shit slide. They're like, you know what? I excuse you for that, because you always whatever. So I let you slide with this one. That's basically what they're saying right here. He that pleases great men shall get pardon for iniquity. So when you go off and go wrong, you get excuse for that. And that's basically another reason why we in this and we pushing forth for this. We preparing ourselves. We tilling our land. All right. Because we trying to get a pardon for our iniquities. And the great man that we trying to get excused from, pardon, not excused from, but basically, the great man we trying to please is Yahweh Yahweh Shah. All right. Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Because them the only two that's going to help us get, well, actually, Yahweh Shah is the only one that's going to get us. So the one we trying to please is Yahweh Shah. So he can be the mediator for for us. So you can let Yahweh know, look, Lord, Pops, this individual right here did what they had to do. They tell us their line so they can increase their heat, so they increase their chance of getting salvation, to please you, to make sure they do what they're supposed to do. So can you excuse them for what they had done wrong as of now, from the past, present, and future? You get what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of this. We pushing forth, showing forth, sacrificing our lives for Yahweh Shai, so we can be pardoned for all the wrongdoings we done. So you gotta keep in mind, we done a lot of shit that we can't even remember, can't even process. And we've been here longer than what we think we have. So continue to prepare yourselves and tilleth your land, trying to do your best. Also, when you tilleth something, you finding the things that's wrong within your land too, and you like preventing things from happening also. Like for example, people that got crops and stuff and they till up their land, they gotta watch out for rodents, bugs, animals, people too. They're trying to come up and destroy their land, destroy what they have built up so they could grow their seeds and all that stuff. The same thing here in this truth. We gotta watch out for people trying to throw us off, have us go back to our old selves. Whatever's gonna stop us, prevent us from getting our heap and our chance of getting salvation, all right? Our riches in the kingdom. So we gotta examine all of that. So we got constantly preparing ourselves and examining everything on all levels. So we can increase our chance to get salvation. We already know that the elect gonna get it. But it's a process through all of this. So just do what you gotta do. All right, so that's basically it. Hopefully it was edifying. I want to give all the glory and the praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakah, Kodash, double to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, which are the remedy of the Israelites and Israelite foreigners that don't look like the Israelites, but they are Israelites. Shalom. Hold on, before I go, before I close out, I just thought about something when I looked at it and said he had tilleth. Also, too, he that examined ourselves. So, Ecclesiasticus 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and at day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. Let me jump down to 22. Let nothing hinder thee to pay thy vow in due time, and differ not until death to be justified. So basically, examine yourself, prepare yourself. Don't let nothing stop you from preparing yourself. Don't let nothing stop you from tillithing your land for salvation. Shalom.